The good news, I think, because I'm a little bit of a control freak, I don't know about any of you, but healthy living is a choice, one that is very much in your control. Knowledge is power, and now that we know more, let's find out how to release those unwanted pounds, feel better, and achieve optimal health. I mean, I was doing a thing tonight. I said, look, here's the deal. Weight loss on this program is a side effect. It's a bonus because you're healthier from the inside out. You clean up the inside, and losing that extra weight, which is a symptom of an overflowing bathtub, will clear itself up, and you'll feel awesome in the process. So I have to congratulate you guys for being on this call tonight, because this is the first step to Simply Fit. So what is Simply Fit? Simply Fit is a system that combines an effective elimination and detoxification program, balanced eating habits, the Arbonne essential products. Simply Fit is also a simple approach designed to help. People are too overwhelmed to begin with. And so this reveals foods that are sabotaging your health, increases your nutrient intake and uptake, balances your blood sugar, hormones, and more. You can heal, cleanse, and maximize your body's detoxification pathways. Rediscover your health, your vitality, and your beauty. I tell people all the time, wouldn't you love to know what you're meant to feel like instead of what you're just tolerating? Because that's what we all do. We tolerate. We think that's normal. So Simply Fit Hub is a 90-day support team designed to help you understand your personal goals and needs, keep you on track, motivated, encouraged, and celebrated as you pursue a healthier lifestyle. It's truly not about being skinny. It's about being healthy and strong. So step number 1, okay, my daughter's up there with the water running and is coming downstairs into the hallway. What do? I run up there. First phase, I turn down the faucet. I turn it off. Okay? That's what we need to do. When the faucet is running full blast and the tub is full, water is overflowing, first thing we need to do, start mopping? I don't think so. No, that's the old school traditional medicine. The first phase of the Simply Fit program is a highly structured and it's designed to turn down the faucet so your body can feel better and want to release unwanted pounds. So the primary goal, number one, is to turn down the faucet. Studies have shown that the top 5 inflammatory or allergenic foods, if you eliminate those, you will turn down the faucet. You will receive a detailed plan that outlines how to eliminate or control the intake of gluten, which is any wheat product, sugar, dairy, alcohol, and caffeine. I know some of you out there just, need to be resuscitated, but just hang in there. And just remember, it's 30 days. Who can't do something for 30 days? In the second phase, you will reintroduce the restricted foods back into your meals one at a time and in a very, very orderly fashion. This phase will help you determine the individual effects these various foods have on your body. Some will have no impact, while others will make you irritable, bloated, lethargic. The list goes on and on. You will discover what foods and environmental toxins may be causing the disconnect, and you will never again be confused with what constitutes good nutrition. I have a little story here. Okay. No, Jennifer, you don't have to have wine. And we have something for coffee too. It's 30 days, okay? That's all. But I'll tell you, one thing I figured out was that I do not tolerate dairy one bit. And it was funny because my mom said, you know what, Kelly, I think you probably never did tolerate dairy. Well, thanks, Mom. Thanks, because I've suffered for 43 years. And I just thought I was I'm sorry if this is TMI, but just a gassy person, just sometimes socially unacceptable per se. But I just felt like I always had, my gut was always messed up, always. When I removed the dairy and when I removed the gluten, because gluten's not my friend either, all those symptoms went away. They totally went away. And I was shocked. I'm like, oh, this is what real people feel like? This is awesome. I don't have to like down Gas-X or whatever it is, the drug I was doing. So, primary goal number 2 is to increase nutrient intake. We're going to eat more plants as minimally processed as possible. Vegetables are the foundation of a healthy diet. You choose a rainbow of vegetables, aim for a minimum of 5 portions a day, half your plate at each meal. Let me tell you something too. What's nifty is when you do a shake, you can throw 2 handfuls of spinach in there and you don't even know it. And you take part of your vegetable requirement away, especially when you're transitioning. Primary goal 3, change the way you think about protein. You know, we live in Texas. I live in Texas. My husband is a born Texan. And if he doesn't think that you need a T-bone steak and a baked potato, corn, which is not a vegetable. I hate to tell him this, but it's not a vegetable. And all this other stuff to be a real meal, a man's meal, whatever. But anyway, we've had to readjust the way he thinks about things. But protein is one of the basic building blocks of the human body. But the body cannot store extra protein for use. Any protein not used is stored as fat. Studies show that minimizing the quantity of animal protein, especially red meat, and also improving the quality, while at the same time being mindful of the quality of animal protein, can have a significant positive impact on your health. So if you think about your, remember when we were little, the happy plate, and you divide it like a clock? So like half of your plate is green vegetables, healthy vegetables. Fourth of your plate is a clean protein at each meal. It's a fist-sized portion. It is not your head size. That's what some people in Texas think. It's the size of your head, and it's not like a chicken fried steak. And you fill it with a grass-fed beef, which is as healthy as chicken if the omega profile completely switches when you feed an animal what it is supposed to eat. You have a cold water fish. You have a free-range poultry. And then you also have a vegan option for a protein, which is an Arbonne Essential Protein Shake. So whenever possible, consume protein that is organically raised, hormone and antibiotic free. Primary goal number 4, balance your blood sugar. I'm telling you, this is where it's at, because as your blood sugar is unstable, you have mood swings, you have inflammation, you have all things that are not fun to be a human when those are going on. So by eating high fiber, low glycemic foods, you can eat low glycemic foods that reduce hunger and food cravings. You balance your blood sugar swings and keep your metabolic process and energy levels balanced. Glycemic is one of those buzzwords. We are hearing more and more about it, but you wonder how it pertains to you. Well, the glycemic index is so important because it really measures how rapidly a particular carbohydrate turns into sugar in the body. A quick breakdown of excess sugar will spike your blood sugar, and it's always stored as fat, no doubt. So the excess sugar in the bloodstream causes inflammation. It's inflammatory, and it's the root of many, if not most, diseases. So the rule of thumb is if you take the total carbs and divide by the total fiber, if the number is 10 or less, you're in a safe zone. So for example, say you have 34 grams of carbs, okay, and you have 5 grams, well, I can't do that math, but say you have 35 grams of fiber, and then you divide by 5 grams of fiber, then your number is 7. So you're less than 10, so it's a safe zone. That means your glycemic index is good, okay? So that means your blood sugar won't spike. That's just a kind of a ballpark figure to see and understand carbohydrates and fiber. So then a sixth of your plate you're going to fill with a high-fiber, low-glycemic carbohydrate, such as a non-starchy vegetable, legumes, or a low-sugar fruit. And we have a list that has everything for you on that. And primary goal number 5 is to bring the fats into proper proportion. Consume more healthy and less bad fats. I'm telling you, we've been told a lie for the last couple decades. I remember I was telling someone today, in the 80s, I was all part of the flash dance and all that business, but I was also part of the non-fat diet and the low-fat yogurt and the non-fat yogurt and the sugar and the sugar substitutes and all that business. You know what that did for America? It just made us fatter. It just made us more unhealthy, and they just missed the mark on that one. So we need good sources of fats. They're vital to our well-being, our neurological development, our inflammatory processes. So a good source are Arbonne Omega-3 Plus, and then we've got the cold water fish, the walnuts, and ground flaxseed. Also, when you eat grass-fed beef, okay, when an animal eats what God intended as grass, then it actually has a very healthy profile of omega-3, somewhat like fish. It's not bad for your heart if it's fed appropriately. So you will learn to navigate your supermarket and shop the perimeter of the grocery store. Most every product that is found on the perimeter of your market is alive or frozen fresh. Everything on the inside is dead. It's been so highly processed, there's not an enzyme. There's nothing of a nutrient there that is going to help you with your goals. So fill your cart with life-giving food in your plate, and your health will reflect your choices.